Hi there, Carrie here. Have you guys ever wondered why it's so hard for some of us to have big dreams? Or we have them and then it feels like there's something interrupting our path to get to where we want to go. We're doing the work, but we're not getting the results. And sometimes that stuff goes really deep. Sometimes it's just a matter of changing the way you believe, changing the way you think, and changing what you think is possible. But there are a lot of us out there in the world who came from chaotic, dysfunctional families. And what we really crave, what we really craved for a long time was to have a stable place to call home surrounded by people who would not abandon us. Now, if you've gotten to a place where you feel like wherever you go is home, and that you surround yourself with people who support you, and don't worry about the rest of them, if you've gotten yourself to that kind of a place, then the doors and the windows and the whole world opens up for the bigger, gigantic, almost earlier on unimaginable dreams. But there's a part of your soul, if you're having trouble with big dreams, there's a part of your soul that says, take care of the basics first, have a stable home, and surround yourself with people you can trust who will not abandon you. Anybody out there feels like this is resonating with them, let me know. It's the kind of a topic that we could form a group for and help each other heal along the way. I'll be honest with you, I spent a whole career thinking that, and I love my job, but thinking that court reporting was what I was, who I am. And for years, having trouble getting to that next level, to the next level, to the next level, because everything within me said, yeah, but you don't have a strong base. You don't have an anchored place to come home to. And people in your life keep entering and leaving and entering and leaving. And not through any fault of them or you, but why do you keep attracting people who aren't meant to support you for the long run? Well, because that's what I grew up in. I grew up with people around me who were chaotic and unstable, and I couldn't trust what they were going to do, not just from day to day, but sometimes from minute to minute. And they would come and they would go. And so, thinking decades later, of course, that's what I would attract because it was the only thing I knew and it was what was familiar to me. Now, familiar is where your brain wants to go, but familiar doesn't mean comfortable. It just means familiar. And that's a process we need to go through to realize that we can become aware of those times when we're falling back on old patterns, on old programs, basically, and consciously decide to choose something else, even though in the beginning it feels uncomfortable because it feels unfamiliar. Our job as we grow spiritually, mentally, emotionally, physically is to expand and to make the unfamiliar familiar. Love you guys. Hope you have a great day. I'll talk to you again soon.